And now, from the studios in Laurel Township, New Jersey, this is Moron Sports Radio.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Moron Sports Radio. Ron McNair, Jacob Vernick, Noah Gorstein, and Tyler Paley here. May 9th. Pretty eventful week in baseball. We haven't been up in a week. That's not Tyler's fault, though. Good job, Tyler. You've been doing pretty well. It's considering that.
Thank you, Ronick.
You know what? I have to make fun of him sometime in the show now. So, like I was saying, pretty eventful week. 2 no-hitters have been thrown in the past week by 2 pitchers. Francisco Liriano threw one for the Twins against the White Sox, I think. Earlier in the week, Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't remember. He threw 123 pitches and walked 6 and threw 66 balls. It was not a very dominating performance, but a dominating performance was on Saturday. Justin Verlander threw almost a perfect game.
Yeah, only the one walk on the 10th.
One walk in the 8th inning. It was a pretty close pitch too.
It was a 10-pitch at bat too.
It was very. He almost threw a no-hitter. He was very efficient. And this is his second no-hitter in his career.
107 pitches.
107 pitches.
That's
very,
really effective.
Very efficient from Verlander. Now he becomes one of 2 pitchers who are still playing today with 2 no-hitters. Him and Mark Burley have thrown 2 no-hitters before. They are the only 2 playing right now with 2 no-hitters. So,
yeah, there's a lot out there who have.
Not out there right now.
No. Yeah,
Sanchez
overall.
almost got a second.
Yeah, Sanchez.
Yesterday.
Sanchez, he got pretty close.
These no-hit bits, it's getting almost to a ridiculous point. There have been so many this year.
Now, why is it like this?
I think it's the same thing we could say as last year. It's a new age. Major League Baseball has done a really good job tackling the steroid era. That's one part of it.
Yeah,
and also
definitely.
It's just that now teams have been really big on developing pitching. It's just been now. It's been pushed for years now, but it hasn't really taken effect until now. It's been pushed since 2000. They draft young pitchers, and they draft pitchers with good stuff, good velocity, and they raise them very well. You could see the same thing they did this with Liriano and Verlander. Both of them are now aces, young aces for their teams, and they were developed through the system. So,
yeah.
You know
and
what?
I was at the Phillies game on Saturday, and it was Kyle Kendrick versus Julio Teheran. And Julio Teheran is the #1 prospect in the Braves organization. He is a pitcher, and he's got some good stuff, and that just goes to prove that #1 prospects are becoming more and more likely to be pitchers compared to hitters and offensive players.
And now you'll see in a couple of years now that teams are going to start developing hitters, good hitters that are going to
exactly.
Yeah, he's a good
maybe
pitcher.
Not now,
it's a
maybe
cycle.
10 years or something. It's just that's how baseball is.
It's a cycle.
Exactly. They're trying to fix a problem in baseball. Teams are, and then they just do it a little bit too much. I don't know if I want to say
pitching's
that,
getting too dominant now. These games are starting to get boring, except for watching the end of the game.
I don't know if it gets boring. I mean, there's some games that are just slow games where a pitcher is just dominant. You want to watch that, especially if he's on your team. So I mean, I kind of like the 2-1 pitchers duel a little bit better than the 17-0 blowout. I don't know. I'm probably one of those. Maybe I'm kind of alone on that, but
yeah, I'm definitely against you there.
Slugfest can get kind of.
The Yankees slugfest yesterday wasn't boring.
That wasn't boring.
That was amazing.
Especially
hitters you wouldn't expect.
Exactly.
The Yankees had lost previous 5 out of 6 games, I think. So I mean, 4 or 5, whatever. They were in a bit of a rough patch. So then it was good to watch them just the bats come alive, especially Derek Jeter.
And yeah, his batting average went up 20 points from that one game.
Slugging percentage up 60 points.
And he's 40 hits away now.
4 for 6,
40
a couple
hits
home
away
runs.
from the big 3.
And the first one was off a righty, second one was off a lefty. They were both in pretty much identical swings. Outside pitches drove him out to right field. That's the typical Jeter swing that we need to see almost every day. Because Jeter, I mean, when Jeter's taking the ball out to right, especially with power, he's on.
Do you think this means anything?
Yes, I do. I was never convinced. I was never fully convinced that Jeter was done. I didn't want to listen to it. I definitely didn't want to. And I thought there was a little bit of a chance in there that he might have been able to find himself, reinvent himself a little bit like he's been doing for so long, and maybe become, one of the better players in the Yankees again.
It might have just been a good game for him, though.
Yeah, that's what I think it was. I think he just had a good time seeing the pitching.
He's been doing well for the past week now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not just that one game. This one game really broke it off. It's just like the top of it all. But, I mean, I still think Jeter's doing pretty well. And if he got interviewed at the end of the game, and this is what I love about Jeter. He underplays it, everything. When he's slumping, when he's doing very well. The only time I've seen him, being really happy was when he won the World Series.
And that's excusable.
It's excusable, definitely. But he has 2 home runs in the game. He doesn't go out showboating. He said, you know what, it was my day today. He says, you know what, I think the team's moving in a good direction, but it's my job as captain to keep this going. And that is perfect. That's why I love Jeter.
Yeah.
He's
definitely
classy. He's definitely one of the more winning players that baseball's ever.
He's the definition of class in Major League Baseball.
Yep. players should aim to be like him. Not to aim to be
off
like
the field
not
and
aim
on
to
the
be
field.
bums like Manny Ramirez.
Exactly.
You know? So Manny still is a great hitter, but
Get rid of
besides
Manny.
the point. You know what I mean? Your personality does get you somewhere in baseball. And
Exactly.
Jeter,
Especially if he can speak English.
Okay, that gets you pretty far too. But I mean, Jeter did a very, very good job underplaying that win for the Yankees. And by the way, do you guys think that the Yankees-Red Sox series will be? How do you think that's going to go?
Definitely better, more interesting than the first time.
Because the Red Sox were really bad the
And
first
now
time
they've
coming out.
picked it
They
up.
still won.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they picked it up though.
they picked it up, and the Yankees, I think. I don't want to say they're off. Do you think they're off to a misleading start? Because they had a very poor schedule in the month of April, and they're now in first place. Do you think they're still the best team in that division?
I don't know. I think this series will prove. I think this series is going to come out and say who's better.
I don't think the Yankees pitching is going to hold up against the Red Sox offense in the series.
Really?
As a Yankee fan,
I was never too impressed by the Red Sox offense.
Really?
I'm not that impressed.
First of all, Ellsbury's on a 17-game hitting streak.
We'll start
there.
Okay, very good.
Their lineup is
wasn't very
so
impressed.
strong.
Gonzalez
Ellsbury,
is
Pedroia,
hot right now.
Gonzalez, Crawford, Euclid, Ortiz.
It just takes one injury for that lineup to collapse.
No, it doesn't.
There's
Because
seven of them.
there's 6, and even Lowry's playing well. They have 7 guys on that team who can all play ball and get on base and get home runs and get RBIs.
So do the Yankees.
I don't think they have 7 guys.
Do they?
I don't.
Okay, let's go up and down the order.
Jeter.
Okay, excuse.
Jeter.
Gardner, definitely not. Teixeira, yes.
Sometimes.
When he's on his game,
Usually, yeah.
A-Rod,
I
A-Rod,
right
yes.
now.
Cano, of course.
Of course.
Posada, when he's...
No.
Don't.
Okay,
No.
Maybe he picks it up a little bit. Russell Martin.
Yes.
Granderson.
Yes.
Swisher.
No.
Maybe.
In clutch situations, he's a clutch hitter.
He is a clutch hitter, but he's not a very strong hitter.
And then I think that's it for the Yankee order. But,
Yeah, see, I just think the Red Sox order is stronger, and I'm forgetting 2 players right now, and I don't remember who they are. But I just think the Red Sox have a stronger order, but I think the Yankees pitching right now has proved to be better.
But here's the thing. Yes, exactly. The Yankees pitching is better. And the Yankees pitcher is so much better than the Red Sox, in which I think that it's going to kind of maybe repel the effect
I wouldn't
of their
say
great
so
lineup.
much better.
I'm not so much better. When I'm saying so much better, I mean it's better enough to kind of repel the Red Sox lineup. Maybe to get them a couple wins.
Do you want to compare? Let's compare. It's Lester and CeCe are the aces, right?
Lester, CeCe. I think CeCe's
got
definitely
Beckett.
more reliable. CeCe can get you 7 innings, even if he gives up 5 runs. He can, like he proved yesterday, he gives up 5 runs, go 7 innings, keep the team in the game every single game.
Well, Lester's
And then
been pretty consistent.
I would say, is Buckholz there too, or is Blackie there too?
I think it's Buckholz.
Beckett.
Buckholz has been pretty unreliable this year, but Burnett has been absolutely lights out. So I think
Not in his last 2 starts.
He's still been pretty good.
That's true. Yeah, all right.
Good.
So that we got 2 for the Yankees, 0 for the Red Sox. Then 3 would be
Lackey and
Garcia.
I want to maybe Cologne.
Nova.
Nova. I would say
definitely
Nova.
No, I'd say Edge Nova because Nova's got
No.
stuff.
I'd say
Why
Edge
not?
Lackey.
Lackey's very, very. I don't.
I think Lackey's I think he's underrated.
I've never been a big fan of Lackey.
I've always
One,
been a big
because
fan
he's
of
just a
Lackey.
bit of an a-hole, and 2, because he's just. I don't like Lackey. I really don't.
I don't have a problem with him. I think he's a great pitcher, and I really don't have a problem
He's
with him.
arrogant. He's too arrogant to be on a baseball team.
Well, isn't that the Red Sox thing?
No. No. Name Manny. That's it. Manny left the team.
Kevin
like
Millar?
Okay. Kevin Millar wasn't.
Kevin
arrogant.
Millar.
He's not arrogant. He was hilarious.
You've obviously never.
Oh, I've watched
my
it. I was
gosh.
Oh my god. I don't want to say I was a part of
He
it.
was
I was never a Red
he was
Sox
an
fan,
arrogant, ignorant man.
but He wasn't arrogant. He was hilarious.
No,
He's
he
probably the
wasn't.
funniest guy to walk a baseball field.
Kevin Millar?
Yes! Oh
Are we
my
talking about the
goodness.
same Kevin Millar?
Yes,
Who was
Kevin
the
Millar, who
third baseman
tries to imitate Gary Sheffield.
Who was there like 2 years ago? He's old.
Lowell?
Yes. I always thought Mike Lowell was a nice player.
Mike
Very
Lowell's
modest.
a classy guy.
I don't know. I don't
Close
think
one.
the
I thought
Red
he was
Sox.
I think
I don't even think the
That's
Red
the
Sox
only
or the Yankees are
bright side I
really.
see.
The best team in the division. Who's the best team in the division?
No, I'm not
Rays.
saying that. The Red Sox are the best team in the division.
Oh.
I think
I
the Rays
don't-
are
I think the
better.
Yankees have had just such a weak schedule that this has proved nothing.
I brought that up. Yeah, but
Yeah, I know. You shouldn't have brought that up because you're just going against your point.
I'm
right
not
now.
going against my point. I'm just saying that I'm asking you if it is misleading.
I think it is, yes.
I don't think it's misleading.
I do.
I think good teams beat good teams beat bad teams. That's how it is.
All right, and can we head to Philadelphia?
Fine, go ahead.
I think they're becoming they're overrated.
They are
Their offense
overrated.
is
Their
terrible.
3rd and 5 hitters. They reorganized the
Terrible.
lineup finally.
Absolutely.
They have Polanco hitting 3rd now.
which I don't like.
They have Ben Francisco hitting
Batting
5.
five.
I also don't like.
Their lineup is so weak.
Their righty hitting is probably the worst in the major leagues.
Who are the righties?
Polanco and Francisco.
Polanco's hitting .390.
But okay, Polanco and
Francisco.
But I'm not going to trust. I'm not going to trust Polanco to hold his average
Victorino's
300 for the whole year. I'm not going to trust that at all.
Polanco, I bet he has 320 this year.
I'm not going to bet with you, but I don't trust that at all.
I do.
And I also don't think that Francisco is anything that Jason Worth was.
Oh, there's no denying that he's not.
Jason Worth was the righty power.
And the Phillies expected Dominic Brown to be ready, but when he went 1 for 19 in spring training, they said maybe we give him more time to develop.
Exactly what it is. It's growing pains. And I think, another thing with Dominic Brown, he's another lefty.
Exactly. They are so lefty.
They are and when you have too many lefties, all the team has to do is send out their lefty specialists and shut you down.
Exactly. And on the DL right now, Chase Utley.
And
what side does he bat from? The left side.
The left side. And the problem with Howard is because he strikes out so much.
Not as much though. He used to be a lot more than he is.
But now he's kind of when you take down the strikeouts, he's kind of losing some power because he's swinging for contact. He's like,
I
can't miss his ball. His job is to hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Yeah, and he did on Saturday. Put it 445 feet.
I know, but okay, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say he's supposed to hit it like consistently. But he's not.
Like his.
And now I know I just said it. I'm kind of I was unhappy about how he strikes out so much. Who cares? I mean, who cares?
That's kind of the
thing. His job.
That's why Mark Reynolds is in Baltimore.
But Mark Reynolds bats 130 along with
45 home runs.
But no, I mean, this year I'm trying to say he's probably, I don't know, he might be leading the division in strikeouts, but he's also batting like 130.
Yeah.
So
Howard's hitting
270.
Howard's hitting 270.
But he doesn't get paid to hit 130. No, he still has to get on base a little bit. I mean, he can strike out. The majority of his outs can be strikeouts, but he's still got to get on base a little bit. He's got to hit those 40 home runs. He's got to get those 120 RBIs because that's what he is to the team. And I don't think he's been doing that. I never liked Mark Reynolds. I never thought he was a very good player.
I agree.
And I think especially when he tried to become
that
homer happy
player.
What?
He's not the typical
not at all.
player. He goes against like baseball.
He's definitely not.
He does go against baseball.
Well, even when he
succeeded.
And
the Phillies pitching staff, it really. I mean, Cliff Lee's 16 strikeout performance. All right, that's on a verge of ridiculous. He had 5 outs that weren't strikeouts,
and he lost.
And he got the loss. He gave up 3 runs in a course of about 35 seconds.
That was the shocking thing.
And I just think the Phillies. I think they're overrated.
They're definitely overrated. Because, I mean, I think when you look at strong points, I have one, Roy Halladay.
Exactly.
That's it. So, I mean...
Hamels has been strong, though.
Hamels and
not last night, but he's been strong.
But I'm not going to try... Once again, I'm saying this with so many players. I'm not going to trust Hamels to go all season and just carry this team.
Not carry... He did in 08. Him and Cliff Lee, the combination,
in the World Series. But, I mean, who's saying that the Phillies even get there?
That's a good point.
So, I mean,
Brew Crew!
You got the Braves lurking around there. They're doing very well.
Marlins are doing well.
Surprisingly. I don't know where that came from.
Even though Hanley's coming off this horrendous start. So, you never know. I mean, the Phillies aren't that dominant team that we saw them to be for the past 3 years now. They don't have that division locked up.
Exactly. When they signed Cliff Lee, everybody said, World Series champions.
Not even close. Because I mean, they never took a look at their offense. Their pitching, on paper, is probably the best in the major leagues. But when you send them out to play, there's the factor of matchups sometimes in the National League.
Exactly.
Cliff Lee didn't pitch that long in the National League in his first stint.
Yeah,
now he's pitching full time. People get to scout him. People have seen him before now, and now they get to hit him. So now it's a question of now also with will they make the World Series? That's basically what I'm trying to get here. I kind of lost it.
No.
I don't think they will.
I think they're right now on the verge of a playoff team.
Yeah.
Wild card.
Exactly.
I
think they might still win. They could still win the division. I mean, but I think that's still up in the air a little bit. But I think that, the Cardinals, I think now are definitely my pick to win the Central. Because the Cardinals' offense has been absolutely... we could talk about that, too. The Cardinals' offense, what is going on? Who expected this offense to be as overpowering?
Kobe Rasmus is ridiculous.
Their offense is better than their pitching, and we never expected this.
Lance Berkman.
Pujols is not as. I mean, he's not performing as well as he is.
Berkman, Holiday, Rasmus. Those three are really picking up the slack for Pujols, who isn't doing as well.
Pujols is grounded into the most double plays in Major League Baseball.
Exactly, and I think Pujols will definitely find himself.
No doubt.
He's one of the smartest players in baseball, so I mean, he will find himself. He'll get back to that 300 average. He might hit less home runs now because of the little low start he'll hit. But now, I think Pujols will definitely find himself.
Well, he's already up to 7 home runs.
I know, but when he does find himself completely, that team's going to be a force to reckon with.
Great month of batting .450.
I never expected the Cardinals to be the best offensive team in the league, and they are. So
they are. It's surprising.
I never expected that at all. I thought their pitching was going to lead the way.
I also thought the Reds were going to be a better team this year. They showed.
No, I never really believed in that. Because
I believed it last year. They had me hook, line, and sinker, and
I thought it was just like
they don't have pitching.
Freak accident.
Their pitching is
Cueto came back for his season debut yesterday, shutout.
Their pitching isn't very good. I must.
No, not at all. But their hitting
not
is
consistent.
strong.
Their
hitting was strong, and
Votto, Phillips, all that. They're a good team. I think the NL Central's still up in the air. I wouldn't go ahead and say it's the Cardinals.
I'm not gonna say guarantee, but if I had to pick someone right now, Cardinals.
I'm gonna stick with my World Series pick of the Milwaukee Brewers.
I think that's still ridiculous. Tyler, you've been awfully quiet back there. You got any input?
Yeah, Ronick, I'm going to have to agree with you about the Cardinals. As if I were to pick right now, I think they're the best. Oh yeah, no. I've said that. I've said that the past few shows. It's still May, but if I were to pick right now, like Ronick, I'd definitely pick the Cardinals
because they've been so strong with the bats.
Yeah, with the bats, not on the hill as much.
I know, but that can improve.
It's mostly Carpenter and Garcia. Who else is in their rotation that's any good?
Loesch is pitching well.
Oh, Loesch, right, that's it. Loesch is on fire.
Wainwright is on the DL, but
imagine
if they had Wainwright.
Yeah.
Imagine they had Wainwright.
Loesch is pitching really well right now.
The Cardinal. It's a good time to be a Cardinal fan. I mean, they're probably one of the best teams since 2006.
That was a good team.
When they won.
That was an amazing team.
Really? They won 83 games. They're the worst World Series. They were the worst.
They were a good. There was like Renteria, David Eckstein, Albert.
They were the worst team to win the World Series. I'm not going to talk to you about
true?
this because they went 83 and 78. Worst team. I'm not going to talk to you.
But they beat the Boston Red Sox.
84 and 79. I don't know, whatever. But okay, guys, we're going to try something new. Tyler will not wrap up the show. I will wrap it up today. That's going to do it up for Moron Sports Radio. From all of us here, remember to watch Landon and Lippy on WCHS tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10 at the second half of lunch, 11 o'clock, and that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Just real quick, guys, I just want to give a tribute to Phil Jackson. His last coaching game, sorry to steal Ronick's spotlight there, but his last coaching game yesterday, most likely. So a tribute to him. What a great coach. Probably the best coach in NBA history. And that's about all for Moron. Have a nice day.